Now, I'm going to go into this, but I'm going to recap on something on this section for a reason. So, bear with me. Whoop. Get the camera adjusted good. I want you to listen real close to what this one woman says about not being mad at it. She's not mad at this technology. Okay? So listen real good. But first let me state, this is part 7 of Mark of the Beast, removable or not.
I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not sure if I'm down with that. I might just use my regular payment for that.
You know, I'm one of these people who I'm like, look, our phones already have our faces. They already have our fingerprints and everything else. And if it's one perhaps way of perhaps protecting us more, obviously there's obviously a lot of data hacks on things like credit cards. If this is a way to make it more secure, I'm actually not mad at it. You know,
How is this a way of making it more secure? It ties to your credit card. How is that going to prevent a data hack? I don't understand that. It's your palm print. What can your palm print do to protect you? Just more lies. More lies from the beast system so they can get more information about you. They've got your fingerprint, they got your face print, and now they're going to get your palm print.
I don't think it's a case of the robots coming to get us. I don't mind it.
She doesn't think it's a case of the robots coming to get us.
Canaveral launch pads. Space Force released these photos showing the mechanical canines in action, saying they would be used for patrol
Now remember,
and damage
she
assessment.
doesn't think
By now,
that the
you've
robots
certainly
are
seen
coming
these
to get
videos.
us.
These dogs are not man's best friend, and they don't play fetch, but they are capable of mounting machine guns, and unlike their real counterparts, they never sleep.
He does all of the...
Now, I want to recap that just a little because I really want you to understand that.
Have come, by which we know that it is the last hour.
What would a science fiction branch of the military be without robot dogs? This reporter hasn't lost his mind. The U.S. Space Force is actually testing robot dogs to patrol the Cape Canaveral launch pads. Space Force released these photos showing the mechanical canines in action, saying they would be used for patrol and damage assessment. By now, you've certainly seen these videos. These dogs are not man's best friend, and they don't play fetch, but they are capable of mounting machine guns, and unlike their real counterparts, they never sleep.
He does all of the dull, dirty, and dangerous situations. So anything boring where you have these low-paid...
Anybody ever have a fear of the robot apocalypse?
The robots sport a wide array of sensors, including acoustic, optical, and thermal, so nothing can hide from them. And the Space
Nothing
Force
can
will
hide
serve
from
as
them.
communications beacons mounted with a
Because they
series of
could
antennas
search
to
with
serve as
thermal.
range-boosting relays.
That means your body
They can
heat.
also be set up to operate entirely autonomously. If the thought of omniscient machines incapable of stopping or feeling mercy disturbs you, rest assured, government...
That's exactly what you want, right? A robotic dog that packs a gun that doesn't have to sniff you because it can sense you through block walls or what have you by using those sensors and sensing your body heat and so forth. Yeah, there's a scene right out of Terminator.
have already been using them for a while.
This robot has been inspecting and monitoring the Paris underground for 10 months. So we're talking about under platforms, under metro platforms, in underground galleries, inside a viaduct. We prefer to send a robot than to send a colleague.
That's okay, you say. They're just doing guard duty in boring places. You don't have to worry about them romping through your neighborhood anytime soon, do you?
That's on the streets of China.
China's already used them to patrol cities and enforce coronavirus lockdowns. Try convincing a machine to leave you alone. And aside from patrol duty, many nations, including Israel, have already integrated autonomous or at least semi-autonomous weapons into their military.
Don't want it to be completely autonomous. This is, of course, a machine capable of killing. It is completely self-reliant. You don't have to have someone on the other side, but it is very much recommended that you don't let machines kill people.
So if you were ever worried about a possible machine army, it will look a little less like this and a lot more like this.
In the last days, the book of
It's very much recommended that you don't let machines kill people. Seal up the book, Daniel, until knowledge has increased. Now, if you're still not convinced we are in the last days, clearly you're on something that I'm not. Good grief. I don't know that anything will ever convince you that we are in the last days if these things that you're seeing now aren't waking you up. Just like in the days of Noah and Lot, though, right? They went on like nothing was happening in their sins, and they continued in their sins till God destroyed the city where Lot was taken out of. For those of you that don't want to believe that God rescues his people, then why did God take Lot out of there? He didn't have to. He was one man. One man in that whole city. And everybody wants to holler, it rains on the just and the unjust alike. But yet, for some reason, God saw fit to spare that man and 2 of his daughters. It was supposed to be him and his wife and 2 daughters. But his wife, she loved her sinful life, and she decided to look back, and she became a big old pillar of salt, right? But that salt was no good because it had lost its savor. Are you salt that has lost its savor? You sure are still eating the apple, Eve, with all your technologies. All clamoring after the wisdom and knowledge and everything you can get. Thinking that's making your life easier when actually it's making your way to hell easier. It's exactly what it's doing. It is paving the road to hell for you real good. Yep. Certainly is. And it's a hard day already. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, I guess. Another night of not sleeping. Oh yes, it's 5 a.m. Lovely. Anyways, I spent the night doing these videos and just praying again. It's what I do a lot these days. I've taken a lot of herbal attacks lately for things I've done for the Lord, and hey, but I'm being good. I did not respond. I just deleted them and blocked the people that was doing it and moved on. Because this is just a stepping stone anyway. Doesn't matter. Because we're supposed to be taught underfoot, right? And they're trying to wear out the patience of the saints. I tell you, they can sure wear you down, though, can't they? But anyways, back to the robotic dogs. Anybody ever have those nightmares where, you know, robots were killing you? As a child growing up, we used to joke about the robot apocalypse. We were really into those movies. Well, some of us were. The Terminator and whatnot. I never cared for them. I had my reasons. I hated them, actually. I think I only watched one of them. My cousins and them, my brother, they didn't understand why I didn't like them. I couldn't get them to understand. I'd already seen that movie. I didn't want to see a replay. When the real ones do it, I said, you won't like it so good. I was just a kid. Things that come out of children's mouths, right? And they would laugh at me, of course. I didn't find it as funny as they did. I still don't find it funny. When the real ones actually do it, we won't find it that funny, right? But that one man said he recommends that you don't let robots go off killing people. Well, how are you going to stop them? You give them a mind of their own, and now eventually they're going to, and them ones can walk, and them ones has got the robotic arms, and they can open doors for themselves and walk. So if they can do that, eventually they're going to figure out how to mount the guns on themselves. Then who's going to stop them? You know what? That reminds me of the big army, maybe. Having breastplates of iron. Those dogs. They were kind of like a horse. They had 4 legs, right? Battle, and they're metal, so it's like it's wearing its own armor. Because it's made of iron. And see, I told Kenny and Bo before they passed away that there was going to be a robot army. And of course, Kenny thought I was nuts, and Bo was just really confused. Oh, the things that I have seen. Man, just don't get. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to talk a little bit. Wanted to share these things with you. I felt it in my spirit to do so. And just to get you thinking. Get your minds into the book of Revelations a little bit. Let you see some things. Let you come to some kind of understanding about the mark of the beast. It's not going to be something that's removable, like a chip. I hope I don't get any strikes on this one, but you never know. But I love you. And if the Lord wills, then I'll make more videos. If you don't, I'll see you in the clouds. Love you.